Welcome back. It's time for us to take a quick look at what's happening on the covers of the newspaper this morning. Newspapers in plural there. Welcome, Winnie.
Thank you, Titi.
I believe we have the Nation newspaper starting us off.
Yes, we actually do. And for the major headlines here, we have minimum wage. Tinubu opts for more consultation. We have presidents to meet with governors, council chiefs, private sector players. And of course, a lot of that has actually been in the news. We did that during the news reading today, and then move quickly up to the top of the paper. To the extreme left, we have EFCC tenders, Emiefele's account statements. I want to travel abroad, in quotes there. We have that on page 4. And to the right of that, the wedding of the year, Davido whips as he gets 85 million naira SUV at show-stopping wedding. We have that on page 37. I'll say he actually wept quite a lot yesterday. To the right of that,
Tears of joy.
Of course. It had nothing to do with the SUV, in my opinion. To the right of that, we have Sokoto government and no plan to dethrone Sultan Abubakar. We have that on page 32. Below that, we have economic indices remain positive, says Edun. We have that on page 4. And there from the CBN, we have CBN restores IMTOs to foreign exchange markets. And to the left of the image we have there of Governor Sanwo-Olu amidst some children, we have National Assembly to get supplementary budgets tomorrow. And on the strip below there, we have Customs Officer drops dead during questioning by House of Reps panel. We have that on page 3.
All right, then. So we have covered the Nation newspaper quite well. We have a few other newspapers with us as well. We have The Guardian with us here. Major headline says, poor states rack up debts, leave $335 billion minerals to illegal miners. There is an infographic right there, as is common with The Guardian newspaper these days. It talks about gemstones, gold, iron ore, and talc in the billions here. Apparently about $320 billion worth of iron and $310 million worth of gemstones are being left to illegal miners. Now, that's a story you can see on page 6 of The Guardian. On cholera, 10 million Almajiris street kids at high risk. News page 30 has more on that. Band A, court restrains Ikeja Electric, NERC, from applying new tariff. Was the tariff supposed to go up or down? I don't know where to. I don't know where my line is drawn on that. On minimum wage, it says here, private sector insists on 62,000 naira as Tinubu consults governors, others. On graft, concerns as EFCC shelves Akpabio, Adamu, Autumn, and others' files. Customs mourns as DC dies at National Assembly during Reps probe. And let's see what else we have here. Despite denials, Sokoto Assembly considers new bill against Sultan. Federal government bans single-use plastics and styrofoam packs in MDAs. And now that is something that throughout last year.
Yeah.
You know, the ban came up, I think, earlier this year.
Yeah.
And throughout last year, there were so many complaints about canals, gutters being blocked by these styrofoam packs.
Yeah.
And because they are not biodegradable, they do not disintegrate on their own, it was causing such a blockage.
Yeah.
But I dare say, since most of the eateries and most of the roadside merchants have stopped using these styrofoam packs, I feel like it has reduced. But there's still flooding issues in places like Lagos.
Yes. So now speaking about the flooding issue, especially during this period where we literally see the rains pouring down day in, day out, I think it's very important that, despite the fact that we're banning certain things that can literally clog drainage systems and cause like environmental degradation, we should also consider other things. For instance, now we talk about the ladies that sweep. That's something that keeps on catching my eye. So when I go for my morning walks, what I do is that whenever I see a piece of dirt, plastic especially, I literally take it upon myself to literally pick as I walk and all that, all the way home, and then trash it properly.
Yeah.
But I've noticed that even on those walks, I see this lady that sweep the roads early in the morning. They literally sweep things into the gutters.
Wow.
And I'm wondering, okay, so so we're transferring the deaths. The idea is to remove the death, right?
Yeah.
So I'm thinking that despite the fact that they think several this kind of jobs are literally, is a no-brainer now, sweep, clean, right? But then again, I feel some level of effort should be put into training these ladies on how exactly to clean up and dispose waste.
So I wonder if proper the proper apparatus has been given to them to use to dispose of it.
Most of
I've
them
seen in some areas where you have sacks.
Yeah, sacks. Baskets.
And they're still lined across the road.
Yes.
I'm waiting for some truck or someone to come and pick it up along the way.
Of course, because I mean, plastics are one thing, but sand as well is something. So they keep on, like they mount the sand, and before you know it, it's being swept right into the gutters. And then, I mean, the gutters are there for a reason, right? And especially in sides in Lagos where the road is literally more slopey, it's definitely going to, I mean, the blockage and it's, I mean, it's.
So at a point, it was pure water nylons.
Yes.
That used to do my head in. Like, I just used to see them everywhere. I feel like that has sort of reduced and styrofoam packs sort of took its place. But there's still a lot of other things blocking drainage. Now, residents of Lekki in Lagos have been complaining back and forth over the past few days about the rains blocking,
Yes.
You know, the
floods.
The floods blocking the roads. And even as yesterday when it rained almost non-stop.
Yes.
So there is still a lot to look into in that particular area. So once again, at this point, let's wrap it up on the headlines and dailies. We'd love to hear your thoughts. Use our hashtag WakeUpNigeria on TVs.